Welcome to 3 Count Commentaries. I apologize for the audio, but I am on the run as I went to bed last night thinking everything was going to be fine. I woke up the next day to find out that AEW's Fan Fest has turned into an absolute chaotic situation in which Samoa Joe and MJF no-showed the event. So we figured out that Samoa Joe maybe didn't know he was even booked for the Fan Fest and didn't show up. That's no big deal. But MJF apparently decided to take this opportunity to show AEW his worth, and he no-showed the event. In doing so, screwed fans out of who knows how much money. Apparently the Fan Fest cost $100, but we don't know how many people actually paid to see MJF. So until we know that actual money, it's just untold figures. It could be upwards of $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000. We'd have no idea. But this seems to be par for the course when it comes to wrestling these days, is that guys decided just gonna not do business. And this is a bad precedent to set. And this is the one thing that spins out of the Sasha Banks and Naomi thing, that everybody was blowing smoke, talking about how great they were, how this was the right thing to do. Stand up for workers' rights, stand up for professional wrestlers, don't let people mistreat you. MJF has been talking about essentially being underpaid, and he essentially has felt unappreciated the entire time he's been in AEW. Of course, this is all relative. As long as Tony Khan has been, up to date with his contractual obligations, MJF needs to meet his contractual obligations. When people are falling out, there's negotiations. Apparently, there's 2 more years left on MJF's contract, and before they can even renegotiate, there's apparently been some stuff about extensions and more money, and MJF doesn't want an extension, but he wants more money, and all this sort of stuff. We don't have no idea what's going on. A lot of it is just coming out in dribs and drabs and drips and dribbles. It doesn't matter. The point of the matter is this: MJF and all wrestlers like him need to realize, if you sign a contract, you should be beholden to that contract. I get if you feel like it's unfair, you should go and negotiate that contract. If you decide that the negotiations isn't going the right way, then you can, take some type of action. Maybe tell people you're not going to be in a certain place and then don't show up. But when you show up to a facility and then you decide, I'm not doing it, and you just leave, that's a problem. It doesn't matter who does it. It doesn't matter if it's a Jewish white boy or 2 black women. When you don't meet your contractual obligations, there definitely needs to be some things that's going to happen. All of this stuff is because people are immature. MJF is 24, so immaturity is almost definitely on the menu when it comes to him. All the discussions with him attacking AEW in public, it is what it is. Some people think, it's his character. He's being in character. And yeah, I'm pretty sure some of it is in character. But underneath a lot of the character is some reality. And in reality, he probably is pretty upset at, how much money other people are making. Now, some people are saying this is a work. I don't understand the concept of it being a work, because where's the punchline? Where's the money? He's already advertised for Double or Nothing. Is it going to be, he's going to be double advertised for Double or Nothing? No. It's that the people who were screwed out of the meet and greet were screwed out of the meet and greet. Now, without more information, it's impossible to know where we're going from here. But I can tell you this: AEW has set a dangerous precedent with all of their wrestlers coming out, standing next to Sasha Banks and Naomi, saying how, they did the right thing because bad creative and all this kind of crap. Now here's MJF. You can argue, MJF's creative is good. And I'm saying to myself, that's not even the point. The point isn't even whether the creative is good or bad. The point is, did you meet your contractual obligations? The answer is no, you are in the wrong. If you're being paid to be there, you should be there, period. The rest of that stuff is absolutely irrelevant and it's stuff that you need to iron out some other time. Now, I'm not going to go into the Sasha Banks and Naomi thing again, but I see a lot of people saying it's not the same thing, that WWE had no place for that tag team. I'm saying that's not the point. Being a tag team isn't in their contract. What's in their contract is for them as individuals to do what they're contractually obligated to do. And if WWE says you're going to be in a tag team, you can grumble about it, but you got to be in a tag team. If WWE says, okay, that tag team idea, we're going to put a pause on it, you're going to wrestle at single stars for a little while, then you're going to put a pause on it. Then it is what it is. If they keep jerking and back and forth, yes, it happens. That's business. You know, people are going to put you where they need you to put you. You know, this idea, this immaturity that, you know, I get to decide. And it's like, yes, you should. If you want to go home, go home. But understand, you're fucking the fans and you're fucking your employer. And whatever happens, happens. Now, Tony Khan doesn't have a lot of time. You know, he doesn't. Double or Nothing is a big, big show. He doesn't have a lot of time. It's a couple of hours, you know, before he has to produce a whopping 8-hour pay-per-view or whatever the hell it's going to be with all the talent he has stuffed on this show. That being said, he should, whatever it takes to get MJF in the ring on Sunday night, he should do it. If that means paying MJF a ton of more money, give him $1 million. He's a billionaire. Give him $1 million. And you fire him on Monday. Or you suspend him on Monday. But you get that match. You get the match, and then you handle MJF. Get the match in the ring first. That's the classic Vince McMahon line, you know? Is MJF pulling an Ultimate Warrior, or is he pulling a Jeff Jarrett or whatever? All that's entirely possible. But the bottom line is get the match in the ring, and then deal with it Monday morning. Don't debate with him about it now. What's necessary to get the match in the ring. That's the important thing. Get the match in the ring. That's how Vince McMahon will handle this. Get the match in the ring, and then you deal with it after the fact. All right, I got to go to work, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later.